are a large family of viruses to which